Big words saying most camera stuff you don't need. And I think it's quite true, to be honest. Do you need a tilt shift? Chances are you probably don't, unless you're looking for a specific look for a specific project, which is ask that. Is it really worth it? Is it worth renting one of those out? Do you need an 85 1.2 lens? You're going to shoot at 1.2. Is the sharpness going to make that much difference to your images? In all reality, the basics are the best and just get you from A to B. At the end of the day, most things are a luxury within the photography world, and you can argue till the cows come home. We can have all the clickbait videos about the latest 85mm or 50mm, how many blades it's got in it, the bokeh, does it have focus breathing, everything like that. And unless you're doing something very specific and you need to marginalize anything which is going to sort of underperform on delivering that image, and really we're only talking commercially, it doesn't matter. You can get away with a 24 to 70 2.8 zoom. I find most of the time I'm shooting a lot higher than that anyway, no matter what it is, because 2.8 is too shallow. So what is it all there for, really? You know, obviously if you're a wildlife photographer, you need long lenses or you need long zooms, and they're expensive, especially the 2.8s and so on and so forth. But the sharpness and things like chromatic aberration can be fixed in post, worst case scenario, and you could save the money and get another lens, you know, maybe a shorter zoom or something like that, or get something else which you need, like upgrade your computer so you can get through the images faster. So I think that there's that obviously fear of missing out of getting the new stuff, and you see it and it's all lovely and, like, you know, open the box, it smells great and stuff. But in actual fact, a lot of it is just there just as a marketing tool to, you know, like, yeah, I only shoot with primes, so I've got to have every prime from like 15mm all the way up to 135 or something. And yeah, you can swap that out, but in actual fact, you can get away with, worst case scenario, 2 zooms, you know, part of like the holy trinity, 24-70 and say a 70 to 200. You're pretty good. Unless you want to go down the other end of the spectrum and get like a 64 to 24, something like 16 to 24 for, like, you know, wider shots. But you're pretty good to go. Anything else in between, or, you know, moving up from that, whether that's lighting, tripods, all this, you know, money is no object. You can spend as much as you want, but in actual fact, if you just get the basics, you can pretty much cover everything. And all the tests and the DxO marking on lenses, whether you use Capture One or Lightroom, it's great. Does it make a difference? No. The only time it's going to make a difference really to you is if you are a commercial photographer and you are charging those 6-figure sums where, you know, everything needs to be right in post. It's got to be super. Everyone uses Capture One. They all use Pro Photo or Broncolor lighting. So, you know, you've got to be au fait with that. And that's it. Anything else you read or you see, just put it in the bin. You really don't need it. Get the basics, get a zoom, you're good to go. Everything doesn't need to be out of focus and bokeh to hell and back. Get it in focus, make sure your subject is in focus and what you want and is sharp. Doesn't matter if you're shooting at f4 or above, you're good to go.